Hello and welcome to today's video. Today's video is how to mathematically and practically get 4,000 hours of watch time on YouTube this year as a small creator. This is by Zach Schneider, I can't say his name but I will put it in the description, on medium.com. So, last year YouTube announced a new monetization guidelines and many small creators on the platform were worried, upset or incredibly pissed that they now have to fulfill these requirements. I'm also a small creator, and to be honest, I didn't like the change, but I get why it was implemented because many people were profiting off really messed up stuff that they were uploading on YouTube, and they were earning a lot of money off it because they was just posting about 10 videos a day and then they'd get views. I'm not I'm not just going to go into the logistics of why the change is good or the emotional responses that anybody has had about these changes. Instead, we're going to talk about the mathematical way that small creators can reach 4,000 watch time hours in the next year. So on this article, they used algebra to work out what you would need. So if watch time has to be 4,000 hours in 1 year, what's the minimum amount of videos you need to make this year? And how many views does each video need to get? And how long should the video be? I'm not going to tackle the subscriber issue because I think if you follow the quest in getting 4,000 watch hours of watch time, then the subscriber count will go with it. And as soon as you get 1,000 subs, you really won't care how many subs you have at that point. I mean, if it reaches 10k, then I'm guessing you'll have 4,000 watch time there, and then you'll start to care more about subs if your watch time is good enough. There are a ton of variables that come into play here, so we're going to assume a couple of things for the sake of this exercise. Going to assume each video you make gets the minimum amount of views needed and was watched all the way through by each of these views. We call these views pure views because this assumes that they were watched in their entirety. Since videos stay around forever, all the videos can increase in views randomly and consistently throughout the year. So this math would be extremely complicated. We're not going to talk about that. So here's the things we need to know. We know that 4,000 hours of watch time is equal to 240,000 minutes. We also know that YouTube prefers 10-minute long videos, so 10 minutes will be the baseline for part of our discussion. So let's begin. To reach the 240,000 minutes of watch time needed, you could make 240,000 videos at 10 minutes long, with each getting one view, which is impossible. You can make 2,400 videos at 10 minutes long, with each getting 10 views. This is also quite unreasonable. Or you could make 240 videos at 10 minutes long, with each getting 100 views, which really is quite doable. Though 100 views would be hard to get on every video, unless every video you make is a quality video, the thumbnail is very clickable and extremely search friendly, so this won't be as hard. This is also talking about if all of these 100 views are pure views, so they're watching your entire 10-minute video, which some people click off 2 minutes in, 3 minutes in, even a minute in, but they still count as a view. Basically, if you ride on trends the entire year and create a bunch of how-to videos along with niche content and the content that you want to make, we're looking at an extremely possible situation. 240 videos at 10 minutes long, each week getting 100 views, mean that each video needs to have a total of 1,000 watch time minutes, which is equal to about 16.5 hours. Also, here's a tip, take a look at your video library. If you have a video that has already received 1,000 watch time minutes in the span of a year, find out what made it work so well and trying to replicate the success. We also know that 240 videos a year gives us an additional 125 days in the year where a video is not being uploaded. This means one video every 1.5 days or roughly 5 days a week. Only 10 minutes a piece and you've got a nice weekend off. But 100 views is still a lot for a small channel to maintain, including myself. So you spend 5 days a week recording, editing, uploading, and then the other 2 days are left promoting videos in the right Facebook groups, subreddits, Twitter, etc. But for argument's sake, because I still have plenty of more math for you, let's say 100 views still seems like a lot. Well, what if we made 365 videos this year instead of 240? That means one video a day. Most people will tell you that you should have daily content anyways. So 365 videos a year at 10 minutes long means that you only need to get about 66 views on every video you upload. Pure views, obviously. So if you get 100 views on a 10-minute long video, it is likely that about half of them is pure views. So 66, I would say, would probably be pure views. If you get that every day, then you are on course for 4,000 watch hours. Getting 66 views is much better than 100 views. But what if I show you something crazy? If you increase each video by 1 minute extra, then you have 365 videos each at 11 minutes long. Now you only have to get 60 views instead of an initial 100 views. Here is a chart that shows you how many views you have to get on each video if you make 365 videos this year based on the length of a video. So I will leave this chart on for around 20 seconds so you can have a look, or you can pause the video to have a look. And as you'll see, the longer your video is, the less views you'll need required to get 4,000 hours of watch time. What you'll notice here is that you can create the kind of content that is shorter, anywhere from 1 to 5 minutes long. You'll have to get a lot better promoting your content so you can get more views on them and also reach the watch time required. Keep in mind though that these view numbers are still nothing crazy, as we don't have a single video that would require you to go above 700 views. Once we get into the 20-minute range of content, which tons of channels already create these videos these length, you'll only need to get around 30 views or less per video. And once you get towards the half an hour length or longer, those pure views could be in the single digits, which, if you do daily half an hour videos and you're a very small channel, then you're likely to hit it in a year. It's fairly easy when you do very long videos, meaning that podcasts and live streams only have to be viewed by a few people. But maybe you want to focus more on the quality of your videos and not put as many videos. Well then, the less views you make, the more you need to advertise them to ensure you get more views. So here's another chart showing you the amount of 10-minute videos you need to put out throughout the year and the amount of views required to make that watch time. So here's another chart. It's a bit of a longer one. And as you can see by here, the less videos you put out, the more views you need to have to reach the required 4,000 watch hours of watch time, sorry. This assumes that every video you put out is only 10 minutes long, as that's the baseline. But we'll also see that the more videos you put out, the less views you need to get on each video. Obviously, the top part of the chart is practically impossible, so the first realistic goal, depending on the kind of content you make, is 686 videos this year. This is close to uploading 2 videos a day every day and reaching 35 views on each video. I've tried doing this, like a live stream and a video a day, but it's so time consuming. Like a live stream is already of nearly an hour and a half long, plus thinking of a video to make, recording it and editing it. That is, even for a small YouTuber, that is very time consuming, especially when you've got other stuff to do. Unless you're off, then you're not going into school or college, you don't have much to do, to be honest. Anyway, the next main one is 365 videos, which was covered above, but then right under that is 240 videos, again only requiring you to have 100 views. The less videos you put out, the more views you need to have to reach the required watch time. Technically, you could put out one video every 2 weeks and end up with 24 videos by the end of the year. If you can get each video up to 1,000 views a piece, then you'll be able to make the required amount of watch time. Additionally, if these videos are longer than 10 minutes long, you could easily make less videos, depending on how much you want to advertise your videos. Again, remember that these are pure views, meaning that every one of these views have to have seen the entire video for it to count, as I've already mentioned. At the end of the day, though, these are the things you have to consider. What types of videos can I make that are extremely shareable or would be watched if you shared them in the right place? Find things that people haven't covered yet. Do something unique. Yes, it's easier said than done, and I'm learning this myself, but every time I've ever done a video, off-the-wall video, the views have been much higher, such as Minecraft Run Meme, 150,000 views. That's what nearly got me my watch time last year until I quit YouTube for about 4 months, and that really damaged it. Consider diversifying your content. If you're a Let's Player, do live streams and other types of gaming content. If you're an animator, live stream your animating sessions and do behind the scenes videos. If you're a musician, do covers, record raw sessions of your music and live stream gigs or performances. In fact, you know that I've been doing live streams a lot, and this past year I have had 1,500 or 1,600 hours of watch time. The top 10 most viewed videos on my channel have made up about 24% of my entire watch time, and the live streams are really contributing to the watch time. That's why live streams, if you do live streams once a day and they get around 20 pure views each, bear in mind that if you do the right live stream with the right title, the right thumbnail, and the fun to watch, you're going to gain a sort of audience on that live stream. I've got a couple of live streams which are over 100 views and they're over an hour long. And obviously, around 20 of them are going to be pure views, aren't they? Hopefully. On my main channel, 91% of my watch time in the past 5 months came from my top 10 most watched videos. Consider doing a weekly podcast. I've done one podcast. It didn't do too well, but they are fun to make. And if you do interesting podcasts on your YouTube channel, live stream podcasts around every week or so, then they're easy to do, and you might gain some sort of audience on them. And above all else, make good content. Too many people focus on the numbers and don't realise that maybe they still need to work on learning how to make good videos. Now we have to go back to the word problem. If watch time has to be 4,000 hours a year, what's the minimum amount of videos you need to make this year, and how many views does each video need to get, and how long should the video be? A good start, in my opinion, is try to make 300 videos this year at 10 minutes apiece. Don't flesh out the videos if they don't need to be 10 minutes long, and if the videos go over 10 minutes, that's fine too. Try to incorporate live streams in the mix and maybe start a podcast. This will put you about 6 videos a week, meaning you'll only need to get 80 pure views on each video, which is still hard, but it can be done. Promote your videos, make quality videos with good thumbnails. If you target them to the right audience and share them in the right places, that's completely doable, obviously, as I've just said. Create a content strategy around this and execute it for a month, and then figure out if creating this many videos is too difficult for you, or you can create daily content. Experiment with it, but most of all, execute it. If you take this knowledge and put it into practice and create some really good videos, you'll reach that threshold in no time. It does seem hard, but it can be done. And that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe, and goodbye.